Today, exactly 2 years and 8 days ago, my podcast started with the first ever episode on November 28th, 2023. And now, 700 plus episodes later, I want to say thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you that played the videos, that listened in the background, that dropped a comment, that left a like, that shared an episode. It was you that built this podcast and built this with me together. Without such an amazing audience that supported the Bitcoin mission, supported sovereignty, and supported a new way of thinking, we would never have been able to score all the great speakers and guests on my podcast and to get as far as we actually did. We got well over 5 million views across platforms, which is massive for me to think about. This is about 1 million watch hours. Think about that. 1 million watch hours is 41,000 days or 1,388 months or 114 years that people spent watching this very podcast. And with that, I hope we brought a few more people to Bitcoin, brought a few more people sovereignty, and brought a few more people into the world of a new way of thinking. Now, we tried to distill the 1,000 hours of content into a 30-minute quick video to get the essence of what the podcast was all about, the main learnings, some funny moments, and behind the scenes content. So grab a snack and enjoy the next 30 minutes with me. This is our story, this is our journey, and this is the perfect ending before a new beginning next week on the 12th of December.
Should we do a clap to like sync it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So are we recording?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So can I start again?
Hi, George. Hi, Terence. Hi, Subi. Hi, Nikki. Hi, David. Hi, Corey. Hi, Eric. Hi, Alan. Hi, Derek. How are you doing? Everything fine on your end?
Robin, everything's going great. I'm with you, man. It's a great day. I woke up and just totally stoked to see you and talk to you.
Yeah, let's get started with the podcast. You have an hour, or whatever. You have a cutoff?
After this, I need to paint a wall and wash my dog. So nothing super serious.
Hey, editor, how are you doing? I imagine you're watching this in the future. Nice to meet you. Also, take a look at my socks, editor. Look, let's see if they show. Ugh. Bitcoin socks, baby.
You can call me both.
A wolf?
You can call me both.
On both.
When you buy your first little bit and then you read more and learn more, you realize, holy shit. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear here, Robin. Holy smokes.
Tokenization, look at that. What the hell is that? Straight away shitcoins. Look at all that shitcoinery.
What do you mean with orange pill? Like, they're safe in Bitcoin, but they are not Bitcoin lunatics like me. So there's a difference there. Started working 1 year ago.
Mm-hmm. The flies are so annoying.
Yeah,
it's just one fly. It's just one fly.
There's just this one.
Yeah.
There was no border that was used. Yeah. Oh, those. those. That's the Mac thing. Sorry about that. Woo.
Grandma will say, "Oh, save this in Bitcoin."
Maybe. Yeah.
I would say it depends on the market cycle. So, for example, if you are in the bear market,
oh man, everything's great. Yeah, it's super nice to see you again. We were just chatting beforehand where there's the time distortion of Bitcoin. Sometimes you feel like, oh my God, it's been ages since we last chatted. And then you're like, wait, nope, it's been 5 months. It feels like 10 years in Bitcoin.
Life is beautiful. It's good to be with you.
Life is beautiful in Bitcoin land. That's amazing.
Everyone knows Robin, the man who has interviewed over 600 people I saw, which is absolutely insane and incredible. Congratulations on doing that.
I usually don't celebrate the milestones. I did it only with the 100th episode. Now the 500th one, it seems like a milestone I have to celebrate a little bit. So I'll take this episode as the 500th one and to celebrate today a little bit. But yeah, let's get started. I always lose myself in small talk before the podcast. Give me 30 seconds.
Nonsense with Robin.
Almost 700 episodes and I'm still like...
He said, oh, well, unfortunately, I couldn't orange pin my girlfriend. We've been together for 7 years. and I'm sorry.
That's sad.
I'm sorry. I can't help to judge you because
I know. I will keep talking. I might think about it.
But see, this is one problem. All these economic laws have pushed out the other laws on the tech side in my brain.
I'm still thinking about the first conversation we had where you put me on the spot with that horrible question. Who's going to win the US election and why? I was like, what sort of question is that?
Oh, you got a good one today too.
Nico and Opti are suit coiners now. Like, Opti's a suit coiner. They sold out. And the whole time we were just like, I mean, we can't really show up to hoodies at the NASDAQ closing bell ceremony. Like, we got to kind of, dress the part here.
I didn't give you any rule to not talk about China. People will be mad at me in the comments. Why don't you allow him to talk about China?
No, Robin is holding me hostage, you guys. Like, actually, though. Like,
you are definitely taller in person than you seem. So that was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, I do my best to communicate that I'm tall now. So I hope that people are no longer surprised.
The way to ensure that you're not going to get somebody's Bitcoin if they have it secured properly is to kill them. Like that's the only way that you're not going to get that Bitcoin for sure is if you kill them.
Only the upside. There is no the down. Yep.
Max and Bitcoin. There you go. Max Bitcoin. Let's make that your strategy.
Convenience.
Yes,
you see,
water bottle.
sometimes having a custodial glass, it is good. It's very convenient.
Exactly. I cannot hold my water. Like, I hold my water self-custodial, I guess. That's my water. Tomorrow with another episode. Ciao. Bye-bye. If you put down the mug, it's like pew.
Really?
I don't know why.
Okay, I have a muffled coaster. Let me put it on there.
But yeah, let's get started with the podcast. I mean, I guess it's already a podcast, two people talking.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm still Gen Z, but
oh, Gen Z even. So you got screwed over more than I did.
Yeah, I heard it, and again, that's something that I heard because I wasn't around for that time because I'm too young for that. But in the early times of email,
What do you mean by that? What do you, you're too young for that? I read between the lines there, but go on. Go ahead.
I'm actually Gen Z still. most people are. I'm still Gen Z.
Okay, well, it's
but like just a year.
Healthy Central European facial hair always confuses me.
Yeah. Let's have a special guest on this episode with Fritz.
I didn't realize you were doing an interview with Fritz, dude. I'm sorry. I don't want to crash this party.
No, it's good. We're doing a podcast.
I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Bye-bye.
Crazy guy.
An uncle of mine who was always against Bitcoin, and now all of a sudden he's like, hey, I want to get into Bitcoin. And I was like, oh, why? You are always so against it. He's like, my bank advisor is now into Bitcoin, and now I'm getting fear of missing out.
I didn't realize your uncle was Peter Schiff.
There are some people that sit like here.
No, to the left, yeah.
And the program automatically cuts out the middle if like both are visible, or with three people, it cuts even like smaller.
Okay.
And then people are like that in the frame, which makes post-production like a lot harder. So
whatever. I love your German beer stein drinking glass. It's good. I've probably got one too. I can go get mine. Dirty, so I got this one now. This is good.
Oh, this is also amazing. I love it.
And look where he's at now. So again, in order to learn how to swim, you got to get into the pool. You can't do it from the sideline.
Still doing the same old podcast.
Yeah.
Where's Robin now? He's still talking to people about Bitcoin.
Yep.
But other than that, like if I have good internet connection, like I don't care. Like I can be anywhere.
Yeah. And I mean, you're such high res, and if that's not possible, then we don't want it.
I'm actually a big fan of just like getting bold, but yeah, my girlfriend isn't. I have to tell my editor that it's not Vitalik.
Oh, hang on. Yeah. Could I change that for you? Or I think it's too late to change it.
No, it doesn't matter. It's just my editor does not always know all the guests, and so sometimes guests come in with like just an R, for example, instead of like the full name. And then he's like, hey, like, who's that? So will be fun. Maybe he just writes Vitalik Buterin in there. I'm glad people cannot see the hair from behind. Because in the front looks better than from behind.
I'm just about, Robin. Robin told me to quit my job. No big deal. It's all right.
Who the heck is Robin? You're still now mostly into MicroStrategy to like outperform Bitcoin over the next like 5 years? Do you have a plan of like, hey, like if I hit this, I sell back to Bitcoin, or how do you look at that?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what, Robin, your grace, I feel literally a weight off my shoulders. I'm literally talking to like the most legendary Bitcoiner. I know you're like the purest of pure, straight paid in and I'm like, I need to go on. I feel better now. Thank you, man. Thanks for the grace and the love.
I did that, and people complained that my camera is wobbling because I keep hitting my desk, and then the camera was wobbling, and they're like,
yeah,
oh, I'm getting.
Can you see it do it? Because mine's low. I can see my camera wobbling, but it doesn't look like I'm wobbling.
You obviously, I'm making an assumption, decided to go all in, literally, on your YouTube channel. So first of all, well done. That's amazing. Second of all, what possessed you, and are you mad?
Der hat so viel getriggert, das haben die am Tisch gemacht, da wurde ich einfach sauer.
Das hätte ich gerne gesehen. Today it's easy for the editor to figure out when we actually started with the podcast.
Nice, yeah. You must be doing something right if I'm back here for the third time.
And you're just like, this is the world we live in today.
They're up the ladder, but they don't know how they got actually there. It's like you drank too much, you partied too much, and you actually don't know how you got home the entire day.
I'm focused on generating capital returns rather than income. It's just a phase in life. Nothing special about it. It's just age. Gray hair versus not gray hair.
But Bitcoin is
the internet money on top of the internet.
It's the best, one of the best decentralized systems ever discovered by humans.
No, you need to pay me in Bitcoin. It comes from the person who's selling things and saying,
the adoption wave of Bitcoin, it's the fastest growing adoption of any asset, of any technology, of any platform in history. Faster than smartphone adoption, faster than internet adoption.
Because I know that like my Bitcoin is not for sale.
Everyone's hodling Bitcoin. It's wonderful. Let's hodl to the moon. But there will be no moon if we do not transact.
So if your bills are in fiat and you don't have to sell your Bitcoin, then why would you?
People are saying that Gresham's law is why they're not spending Bitcoin. I disagree with that entirely. I think that there may be some other reasons why people are not wanting to spend Bitcoin.
Rule number one, we never sell our Bitcoin. HODL. Hey, Joe, right there, HODL.
Dude, it's a free market. Like, yeah, people will sell Bitcoin sometimes. That's okay.
So even if people start to believe, okay, and they understand that you don't trade Bitcoin over time and you just hold it, but people do eventually need to spend something in real life.
Realistically, there only ever has been, and there only ever will be one Bitcoin. And yeah, it's something I'm going to hold indefinitely. And anything I do in between now and death is just going to be to accumulate more of it.
The real game here is the world needs to identify Bitcoin as a store of value asset first.
There is a negative aspect to the HODL initiative. So, because I think a lot of people have taken HODL to mean, let me go buy some Bitcoin, and I can sit back and do nothing. As long as I don't sell my Bitcoin, I'm going to get very wealthy. Okay? It's true.
This 3-step process of first taking notes on things that interest you from the book. Secondly, bolding the ones that stand out. And third, expanding on the ones that are profound.
And I think that's why it's so powerful, is that like this really is just a path of critical thinking. And I think anybody who does seriously take on Bitcoin as a project for critical thinking, almost universally those people become Bitcoiners because, well, that's just what the truth is.
If whoever comes into the crypto machine and they stick around, they'll be maxis in a couple of cycles. Inevitable.
Let me just ask on your behalf, your listeners, hey, if there's an episode of that Robin has done recently that you think is particularly worth sharing, hey, can you stop the podcast right now, go on to Twitter, go on to Nostr, and just tweet that episode, and then come back.
I know you because you are on a mission
to engage with as many people as you can in this space. And you've been on that mission for some time, and I followed it, and I appreciate the work that you do. You're the hardest working man in show business. And it's a fascinating thing to listen to. And I listen to people that I agree with or don't agree with, but that's the market developing. And that, what you do, Robin, and what others in the space do, that gives me hope, because that shows that the market will develop.
Thank you for having me, mate, and congratulations again for like the proof of work that you've been putting in to your content. Daily Show is such a commitment, and yeah, you nailed it.
Robin, big fan of your work, and you're incredibly hard worker, man, and you're one of the up and coming Bitcoin podcasts, and I think the community sees that, and excited to see where you'll be, a couple years from now.
It's important that you have podcasts like your podcast, because it's quality content and there is a lot of junk. And that's perhaps the major difference between now and 2011. 2011, basically, you had Bitcoin Talk and that was it. And now you have many options to choose from.
Robin isn't just prolific. He's on a mission. From skeptic to full-time orange pillar, he's dedicated himself to uncovering and sharing the true values of Bitcoin.
I'm hoping that there's more voices like yours out there that can steer people towards asking the right questions.
Yeah, you're back in the routine. It makes sense. I mean, you're the hardest working man in Bitcoin, dude. You're always putting out content.
I don't think I'm the hardest working man, that guy.
So yeah, congratulations all you amazing Bitcoiners.
Bitcoiners, I don't know what it is, Robin. They're just the nicest people in the world, and they just do so much for us.
There's a lot more noise also now, so it's even more important to cut through it and try to find the signal, which is also why I like your pod so much, because you are great at finding it.
So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to get to meet you, Robin, and to appreciate your work. And I'm steadily being convinced, and I appreciate very much the potential for Bitcoin, the potential for AI, and let's harness these things for good.
Thank you, Robin, and keep up the great work. Always great to see you.
Still having one episode per week. We are not as productive as you, but it's great to get connected with great minds in Bitcoin world.
Robin, you're continuing to be one of the people who I've called you the hardest working person in Bitcoin, and I don't know if that's true, but I know you're one of the hardest.
But you really do. Every episode you record, every time you get a guest on that explains Bitcoin, brings somebody to a moment of, oh my God, now I get it.
I have a physical mute button, so I can just surf, and now I'm back
that's
on.
handy. Just snakily.
It's really nice. I don't, and I can turn it on as I want to go, because it's a physical, it's such a big button.
Go build something, and try to improve society around you. Try to improve your own life, buy some Bitcoin. It's better than yelling about it.
Bitcoin is a force of nature almost, or it's the best protocol we have at being aligned with the natural world as we currently know it.
Weird Trojan horse for Bitcoin. It's almost like we're working for Bitcoin, but Bitcoin didn't hire us. But we are here working for Bitcoin on everyone's behalf.
Over the last couple of years, as it has gotten more and more inevitable, as it really has become money in a real way, the best savings technology ever invented.
And it's literally like the Blade meme, I studied the Blade, I studied Bitcoin for years, and now that the world's crumbling, you want to come to me? You're like...
Something that could turn our economic thinking upside down, so it's more like a financial asset.
I think Bitcoin has already done for human rights one of the most incredible things that it could possibly hope to achieve, which is providing property rights to all.
Yeah, if you start fiating around, you're going to find out.
You don't jump in Bitcoin to make more fiat. No, you get into Bitcoin because you believe fiat's dying.
Satoshi can have my money. When his coins move, then we'll know.
And he cannot even have them. Not even Satoshi could have them, which is really interesting.
What's really funny about this is, for anyone who's had a modicum of interest in Bitcoin and spent time studying it, I think a fisherman sees a fisherman from afar. We've all had similar experiences in this Bitcoin journey, and this is really almost like a rite of passage.
There's loads of other ways. If you're on here now, you should flip over to another channel, which is how to buy your first Bitcoin or something.
And the whole principle of being a wise investor is to be open to every possible opportunity. So I think the fact that it was organically driven is another untold story that I think we'll learn more about in the future.
The devices within the mass market, that's what's going to start changing the balance. That's when more and more of those terahashes or exahashes at that time are going to start coming from essentially home miners that combine it with heating, who don't even care about the price of Bitcoin.
I think one of the worst possible outcomes is that Bitcoin becomes so boring that we stop arguing about it.
A great framework for thinking about Bitcoin and thinking about monetary technology and money in general is as a freedom tool. And once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. And my confidence in Bitcoin just 10x'd from there.
It's capital with wings. It's freedom tech. It's fuck you money in the true sense of the word. Like, you can't take my money, and this will give me purchasing power in the future. So,
well, I felt that years ago. I feel that today. We're all both feeling late, and we're all so early. Well, what about 0.1 Bitcoin? What about 0.01 Bitcoin? If you just stay humble and stack sats, and you'll never get to the level you might have imagined 5 years ago.
Pessimistic or in a negative side of things. I don't want like, oh, let's make sure to destroy the currency, destroy the economy. And that's what got most people into Bitcoin. That's not the most healthy way, but it's happening.
The pain is a great educator, unfortunately.
Do the boring work, and I can, nerd out with a fellow Bitcoiner on a podcast. So it's like, it's pretty good life, man.
We can choose to act from a place of fear or from a place of love. We always have that choice in every moment of life. And if it's something that I learned is that we should always we should always act towards our highest excitement and always act from a place of love.
If you were in the mountains, you wouldn't have any idea. Like, you wouldn't know the price. Nobody has any technology. But one day, if the thing's successful, the whole world is going to know. Like, everything's changed.
That's the nicest story I've ever heard of, like, what Satoshi Nakamoto might do just now.
It's just what I like to think about. It's just my own projection,
Being small, being new, and being something that has like a ratchet effect on people's brains, where like once you understand Bitcoin, you don't really go back.
664 episodes now. That's crazy.
Nice.
If I keep going, I'll crack the 1,000 next year.
Good luck with that. Make it special.
These moments in time will come for everyone. And it's ironic. The only thing you have to do is successfully hold your Bitcoin.
Owning the first Donald Duck comic book is probably better than owning the best Donald Duck comic book, because best is subjective and first is not.
Like, how do you KYC an AI, right? You can't do it. So you have to rely on private keys.
Late 60s, early 70s, that to some degree still believe that, the US dollar is backed by all the golden Fort Knox. Read one book, right? And it's you learn about, Nixon, and you learn about going off the gold standard, and you learn about inflation, all this, and you're just like, it's a rigged system.
Majority of it anyway, like 90-something% Bitcoin. But whatever 10-15% I have left into shitcoin, I was hoping to see an altcoin season to get rid of it. But at least Ethereum is dying. If you chart Ethereum versus Bitcoin, oh my God, it's very depressing. Like, if you have Ethereum, of course, if you hold Ethereum.
No one's bullish enough, so we can talk about that.
Yeah, I love that a lot.
People are being paid a lot of money. They're on the front page of all the newspaper, and they have no freaking idea what's going on. Or as my old boss, Greg Lipman from Big Short used to say, buy quality and short shit. So I think you guys can figure out which one is which here in this example. I have a good friend of mine who works at the Fed, hates Bitcoins. The ECB, they just hate it because they cannot really defeat it anymore. And I love it. I love it.
If things don't get drastically changed when it comes to the protocol, to the consensus, to Bitcoin itself, then yeah, I truly believe we are going to be seen as visionaries, as we were all playing a part in Bitcoin's success, and the world is a better place because of that in 2035.
I'm perfectly fine with being corrected.
I actually prefer to be corrected because that would mean that I'm not going to make the wrong decisions.
10 years ago, the idea that one Bitcoin could even be worth 10K, that in itself would get you sent off to therapy. I feel endless schadenfreude about the fate of Ethereum, and it just fills me with pleasure. Unalloyed pleasure.
If you have bad money, you have bad social outcomes. But if you have good, honest, sound money, you're going to have good, honest, sound outcomes.
They love Bitcoin so much because they actually hate money. They hate fiat currency. They hate central banking. They hate manipulation of interest rates. They hate extracting value from the poorest people of society. They hate that the wealth gap between the 1% and the normal person is growing. They hate that so much that it drives them to love Bitcoin because it solves that problem.
The true value is all in Bitcoin. Some of these other countries that are undergoing hyperinflation, they really need Bitcoin. And you could wake up as them tomorrow. You'd probably want to wake up in the Bitcoin world.
Why would you give money to Apple? Why would you give money to Microsoft or the companies in the future? Build your own business. You're investing in your own business.
The hardest part of understanding the system that we live in is where do you get the right information about understanding the system we live in. Thank God for Bitcoin, for making it clear and precise how money should work.
I have to deal with a lot of, let's just say, uneducated takes on Bitcoin a lot of the time. And it's very easy to get frustrated, exasperated, angry even. But the moment you've done so, you've actually lost the most important form of sovereignty, which is sovereignty over your own mind. And to which Henry Ford said, "Sir, it is not my job to be the expert. It is my job to know the people who are and ask them the right question."
And so many OGs, I think, have already dumped the portions of their stacks that they wanted to around kind of the psychological, 6 figures, having negotiated with their wives, 4 years ago or 8 years ago that they promised to peel some off and buy a house finally, or, upgrade the 1986 Datsun to something like a 2015 Camry or something like that. They peel off some coins.
We actually don't know any capital gains taxes, so that's a plus too.
Wait, Switzerland has no capital gains tax at all?
We do have a wealth tax, but it's like 0.01 whatever percent, just like once per year. At end of the year, what you own, is taxed, but that has nothing to do if you spend or the Bitcoin or not.
You make Switzerland more attractive already. Like every time I talk with someone from Switzerland, I'm like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong mountain village.
I think everybody should have some, and if you can, and if you want to, you should have the ability to be 100% in Bitcoin, especially now with CBDCs just around the corner.
That's what Bitcoin is. It's speech. It's code. It's written speech that people are going to get a hold of. And when you see it, you can't unsee it. The Bitcoin is the discovery of digital scarcity, and it's giving the power back to the people.
The last few years in terms of being a Nigerian and trying to keep up with being an individual that can communicate value across the globe instantly, cheaply.
And I hope Bitcoin devours the real estate market, and I'm going to love it when it does. And that's what, $300 trillion? Heck yeah, go Bitcoin. Devour. I love it. Let truth devour it.
If Bitcoin really is what we all think it is, then it can't be fully adopted without institutions also adopting it. And that's the thing about Bitcoin. It's money for everyone. It's even money for your enemies,
from one side of the world to the other. And as you said, if you tried to do that with fiat, it would take days.
Dude, listen, fundamentally, you're right, but you're still using the wrong tool, dude. Right? So those people are Bitcoiners, they just don't know it yet.
At least someone's driving the bus. It might be some lizard person, but at least he's controlling this, right? He's got his hands on the wheel. Rather than no one's driving the bus, dude.
Bus is just going downhill.
Yeah, the bus is going down the hill, and it's all kind of up to us to make sure that it doesn't run off the road and go over the edge of the cliff.
But now I believe we've achieved escape velocity now, and there's no stopping this rocket. That's my firm belief.
Bitcoin is the safest bet in the digital asset space, and it's the foundation of the digital asset space. And I would imagine other stuff
will trend downwards versus Bitcoin?
This potential in Bitcoin to be better than gold. To me, Bitcoin was gold with teleportation built in.
You know, your future descendants are adults, and now, you know, Bitcoin is chilling at a 50 trillion, $100 trillion market cap, and they're like, why didn't my dad or grandfather buy any of this? Like, why? right?
True Bitcoiners, you can talk about those topics, like being a father, being a friend, being a brother, playing an instrument, eating healthy, do stuff like that.
Gotten so much better because I've been able to see this, and it's basically made me much more relaxed.
I think the simplest way I could put it is the money is broken.
But we live in a world where like our money is broken.
And yeah, making that move onto Bitcoin is a change up that will have multiple positive impacts on how you live your life, including your family health. I think, I wish, I hope for people that that's where we're going with this.
Every job is a Bitcoin job if you save in Bitcoin.
Yes.
See ya.
We're back tomorrow with another show. Bye-bye. Oh man, today I said show, not episode. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Wow. That was a banger episode, man.
This content is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial advice.